was August 30th. Triton Nation, welcome to the broadcast. I'm Hank Ambrose with you for the Iowa Central Tritons conference opener at home. Iowa Central Tritons got another wonderful lineup coming back this season as they're going to be taking on the Southeastern Blackhawks to prepare for this one. Both teams' records right now, Blackhawks 7-4. They're on a four-game losing streak. Strike while the iron is hot. Keep them losing down low. Make sure you get the momentum early, and the Iowa Central Tritons should be wise enough to stay on top for another 3 clean sweep. In all of the Iowa Central Triton matches this year so far, every match has been a sweep. the ones they've lost and the ones they've won even. 5-1 so far on the season, with their sole loss coming to Madison College, which was just a week and a half to go. Most recently, the Tritons improved to 5-1 on the season after defeating William Penn JV in 3 matches, 25-16, 25-7, and 25-15. Nono Kiakio led the Tritons in kills with 17. Mercedes Madlock led with 37 assists, and Maya McLean led in total digs with 18, followed by Olivia Benson with 11. Tritons averaging 13 kills per set and 11.5 assists per set. That means just 1.5 kills. Just 1.5 kills per set are solo kills. A lot of teamwork early on so far, and that's something that you love to see being a Triton fan, but at the same time, let's get some more solo work in there. It concerns me with how close the assists and the kills per set are. Got the starting lineups for you as well tonight. Beginning on the Iowa Central Tritons side, Maya McLean, number 1, going to be getting the start. She comes from us from Fort Dodge, Iowa, right where this match tonight is taking place. Got the number 2, Olivia Sturgis from Manson. The number 3, Mercedes Madlock of Bonner Springs, Kansas. Emily Goodner of Manson, Iowa. Nono Kiakio of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Number 9, Emma Billheimer from Olaf, Kansas. Number 14, Araya Garrison of Springfield, Illinois, getting the start for the Tritons. Over on the Southeastern Blackhawks side, going to be the number 2, Catherine Guirno, getting the start. Naho Nojima getting the start. Lillian Simpson getting the start. Number 8, Lamisha Scherer getting the start. Number 9, Brianna Hernandez getting the start. Number 10, McKenna Marlowe getting the start. And the number 15, Penelope Johnson also getting the start. Those are your 7 on each side for tonight. I see the Triton fans starting to come in, and the anthem is soon, so we'll throw it to a break and be right back to resume. Triton Nation's YouTube page, thanks for joining us for the broadcast today. Still in the pregame. I'm Hank Ambrose with you for all the action tonight. I'm going to be with you actually for all of the conference home matches all season long as there's no conflicts with the football season going on at the same time. Should be scheduled for about 5 conference matches all throughout the season. So I'm super excited to be with you all season long. I'm Hank Ambrose. This is season number 4 for me, joining the Iowa Central Tritons broadcast team. It's the conference opener on the home schedule for the Iowa Central Tritons. Neither of these teams have paired up against conference teams, matter of fact. The Blackhawks 7-4 record. They've lost the last 4 straight. That's what streak they're on right now. The Iowa Central Tritons have a 5-1 record on the season. So already 11 games compared to 6. Southeastern has gotten to a head start with the amount of matches they've played, but I would still take the Tritons record over Southeastern, knowing that the Tritons are just 2 wins behind, but also have a favor of 3 games when comparing to losses. One of the stats I thought was really interesting heading into the matchup tonight, the Iowa Central Tritons have a total of 16 Iowa girls on their roster. 16 total Iowa girls. Comparing that to Southeastern, just a total of 4 Iowa girls. And I think that's something to look out for because, of course, these Iowa girls have seen each other in traveling teams in high school, middle school, even pre-middle school. And these international girls still getting used to each other. That might be part of the blunders that Southeastern has gone through within the past 2 weeks of losing the last 4 straight. The Iowa Central Tritons are coached by head coach Sarah Horn, who comes from the University of Nebraska, where she was on even the national championship team in the year 2000. She played the following years after that with her sister coaches, Coach Gabby, who was with the Tritons from 2016 through 2017 and took the Tritons to the NJCAA National Championship team. This is a very prestigious volleyball program that Coach Horn is under the helm of, and I'm excited to see where it takes them all season long. You can see the Tritons there wearing the baby blue on top, and the Blackhawks wearing the all red on top. Tritons starting off on the strong side, the right side of your screen. Blackhawks going to be over on the left side, the weak side of your screen. It's a good attendance right below us of Tritons. Lots of blue in the crowd, I notice. A lot of local kids, I notice, from other varying sports as well. And that's one of the things I also love about it is these coaches work so well together about getting these kids out of practice early and making sure they come to these home events to cheer on the Iowa Central Tritons no matter what sport it is. One more time, I'll run through your starting lineups for you for the Tritons. Maya McLean, Olivia Sturgis, Mercedes Madlock, Emily Goodner, Nono Kiakio, Araya Garrison going to be in the starting lineup. Over on the Southeastern side, you can expect Catherine Guerno, Naho Nojima, Lily Simpson, Lamisha Scherer, Brianna Hernandez, McKenna Marlowe, and Penelope Johnson. Here we go with the opening serve on the Iowa Central Tritons side. An overhead splash over in. 1, 2, 3, and there goes the Blackhawks, who end up with the first point coming from an assisted kill down right in front of the face there of Olivia Sturgis. It's 1-0 early, and the Blackhawks have it. Now the serve, overhanded over on the other side. Lamisha Scherer was on the last touch there. There goes an error, last touched by the 17 now of Southeastern, Isabel Ritter. And I do notice here that it looks like the Blackhawks, when they first originally gave me the starting lineups for tonight, they've already made a change, putting in Ritter for Penelope Johnson, I do believe. Tritons get the serve back. Here's the setup. The on and over and down low. Here comes the kill on the far end, trying to keep it alive, but struggles. Bounces between 2 Tritons before hitting the hardwood floor. It's 2-1. Southeastern has the lead. If you just joined us, welcome to the broadcast. I'm Hank Ambrose with you for tonight's conference rivalry. Here's a nice little touch there. Really like the work there that Sturgis put up. Didn't have to be too aggressive with it, just a little tap. and saw something somewhat similar there of Mercedes Madlock. Just a soft touch, got over the net, but her hand went over the net as well, crossing over on the Blackhawks side. That allows for a point for the Red. It's 3-1 now. We're going first to 25, best of 3 in this conference matchup. Here's a setup from star libero, Maya McLean. On the other end, lots of size from the number 7, Lily Simpson. Volleyball down low, nice save there. Simpson going to get another kill attempt, keeping it alive. Wonderful attempt there to keep it up. Did it land fair? The line judge says yes, and the ball will travel back to Iowa Central. That makes it 3-2. Tritons still without the lead. Climbing, though, back into it. It's been neck and neck so far, 3-2. This serve going to be coming from the libero, Maya McLean, wearing the numero uno. You get the big booyah over on the Triton fan side. And a double hit going to go in favor of the Tritons. That ties it up for the first time since 1-1 as we're at 3 apiece. Maya McLean also going to get another serve. Maya goes on over. Save up on the back end of the court. Off the elbow there. And that's just a really good placement from the number 9, Brianna Hernandez. Very technical volleyball we've seen so far. Nothing really overwhelming for aggression or power or nothing like that. I think the only one that's exerting that is Lily Simpson on the Southeastern side to show how hard she can hit those kill shots. Oh, and right there, a big block from Simpson. It was assisted from the 15. There's Penelope Johnson, who I had her down at getting the start. Looked like she didn't end up getting the start, but made a play there to get the lead right back, making it 5-3. Southeastern leads. Here comes on over. Brianna Hernandez sets it up, but sets it up too far long. And it'll go back to Iowa Central. That makes it 5-4. The Tritons are letting them hear it 2 down below. Coming in for the serve now is the 5, Alexis Herachita, another Fort Dodge native. She is one of 3 former Fort Dodge Dodgers on the lineup. She's going to go into the net, and that'll end up back to the Blackhawks, 6-4. The 17, Isabel Ritter, now comes up, who snuck into the starting lineup. Got the feet set down just to roll over the net. Staying alive. Oh, my goodness. On her tippy toes, ended up with the block. Penelope Johnson so far making the big plays right in the front 3 there. You see her dead central. Over the net. Keeping it up and alive. Going to have a backward shot to keep it going for the Tritons. Nono Kiakio did a great job at keeping it alive, but it falls dead center where no Triton stands, right in the pit. That makes it 8-4. Southeastern gets off to a great start after the pass of 5. See if they can keep their run up. They've gone 3 scores in a row now. And then a false serve, going to end up on the outside of the box. Tritons going to serve again from their end. It's 8-5. And to serve for the first time tonight, Nono Kiakio. Her first name, Noemiya, but they like to call her Nono. She gets a good serve over, and now it goes outside the box. It's going to stay on the Triton side, so Nono will serve once more. And speaking of Nono, in their most recent contest against William Penn JV on August 24th, she led the way with kills with a total of 17 through those 3 sets. Here's the kip up and back over. Penelope Johnson! What a spot! These last 5 scores have all involved Penelope Johnson in some way or another. I got 2 blocks, a score there, an assist from earlier. And then she was in on the rally in the very beginning. Back on up and out. Blackhawks have really done a poor job so far at serving. If they could just get the fair serve over, and they could really ride their momentum, but no. 9-7, and what feels like the Blackhawks having a larger lead, no, it's just 9-7. As that ball will die right in front of the net. It was McKenna Marlowe that time that got her first touch on the ball, her first kill attempt, rather. And it'll go back to the Tritons, 9-8. Now the Tritons do the same thing from their end, but from a service standpoint. Natalie Hagedorn from Walnut, Iowa, on the last serve. She's going to be subbed out and coming back into play. The 8-0. Here comes Nahu Nojima, the libero, who comes from Japan, playing for the Blackhawks of Southeastern Community College today. Here's a big hit that ends right in the corner of that red flag there. You see the point. Now the Tritons end up with 9. It's 10-9. Southeastern has had everything with a lead or a tie. Tritons have yet to see a single lead in this one so far. Still a lot of volleyball to play. 15 apiece nearly. And that one, Mercedes Madlock didn't get a proper touch on it. And it's going to red. 11-9 in favor of Southeastern Community College, who came from on the road. Here comes Lamisha Scherer. The setup this time for Emily Goodner. Goodner gets her first kill of the night with a slap. Comes Coach Gabby coming out, making a substitution. She is moving the 9. Emma Bilheimer right into front and center of the front 3 of the Tritons. Serve on over. Kip up from the assist, coming in to get the save, and a great one by Maya McLean. And a block, a double-headed block for the Iowa Central Tritons. Keeping the ball up and fair. Slapped down with an assist from the net. That's going to end up being another kill. It's no there. 11-11. 11-11's a score in set 1. Hitting over. The setup, they're going to the far end. And it looks like a finger must have grazed, not for sure who, but it had to have come off of a Triton. I don't believe it was coming off from the mid there. Must have been off of one of the front 3, which I believe would have been Araya Garrison. It was too hard to tell for me. And the Tritons, who just tied it back up at 11, still without a lead, 12-11. Here's a line drive hit. That's going to go out of bounds and back to the Blackhawks. 13-11. We're in Hodges Fieldhouse in Fort Dodge, Iowa, on Iowa Central Campus. If you're watching from home, I suggest you coming out. It's a great day to come out and cheer on IC3. A hit over, and now 3 in a row. 3 in a row for Southeastern. It's 14-11. The Blackhawks are on a roll. Back over the net. Goes outside, landing right on the logo head of Dennis Pilcher Court. And Tritons kill the 3 in a row streak. It's 14-12. And back to serve will be Maya McLean. Here's a rally over. Set on and set up. Here's a nearsighted little tap. Good for Kiakio. Who'll make it just a 1 score. 14-13. Tritons stay with their serve, Maya McLean. Star sophomore with another over right in the chest of Lamisha Scherer, and she couldn't do anything about it. Couldn't do a thing. Got to be light on your toes there, because next thing you know, you're back to tied up with the Iowa Central Tritons, who are ranked at 11 in the country. It's 14-14. Tritons looking for their first lead, and they blow it away again. Tritons haven't had a lead. 15-14 goes back to Southeastern. And now to serve, Reina Hernandez, who's a mid hitter. Here's her serve over. Madlock sets up. Wow. How about the power there? Couldn't do anything about it. Reminded me of the former Triton who actually leads them in career kills, Caitlin Steffes, and how hard she hit that last volleyball on the near side. Into serve coming up is the 5, Alexis Hirachita. 15-15. Oh, off the inner elbow. Not a good spot, but that one is. Goodness gracious. That was a big swing. Isabel Ritter sends down the Tritons. Right in front of the feet of the back 3. It's 16-15. We're in set number 1. The Blackhawks have had the lead the whole entire time if it hasn't been a tie. Tritons looking for their first, but first got to tie it back up. Penelope Johnson. Look at that. So impressive. All in the fingers. You know, and that takes really, really quick reflexes there. That ball was stalled dead in the air, and she had virtually no time to think about it. When she did, she just dished it off into the first open area she saw, and she gets another kill on the night, leading Southeastern. There you go. Lands fair inside the lines. 17-16 now. Tritons down by 1, and coming on to serve will be Nono Kiakio. Back, and she's going to have a really long run up here. Longer than the normal serve. Back, Nono keeps it high. And an outer end, an end around, rather. A pickup and throw down. Oh, man. Does that go out? It does stay out. Stays out. Not enough accuracy on the last hit. Going to make it 18-16. Southeastern is 7 away from taking set number 1. Here's a serve over. Tritons set up from Madlock, and the throw down from the 2, Olivia Sturgis. Gets on with another kill. 18-17. 18-17, Tritons to serve again. How many switches have we had so far from the servers? We're back and forth and back and forth. 13 this time. Hagedorn picks up her first ace of the night. 18-18. And I don't recall another time a Triton has gotten an ace so far. That might be the first ace from the serve for Iowa Central. 18-18. Setting up. Oh, and that one right in the middle of the court, surrounded by 3 Tritons, and it just rattled around before hitting the hardwood floor. It's 19-18. Southeastern has the lead right back. Here comes Naho Nojima. Nojima, overhanded hit. Here's that setup. And they end up going short on the near side, and not quick enough to come back for the rebound. Lily Simpson falls. Ties it back up at 19. 19-19. Here's Mercedes Madlock now, coming up. Takes her 4 steps and crosses the ball over. Coming up, sent down. Oh, and they're saying it stays with the Tritons. They take their first lead, and it's right at 20. It couldn't have came at a better time. 2019 Iowa Central has a lead for the first time tonight as we are just in set number 1. Madlock with another serve over. There's a save from Nojima. Backed up. Rally coming on for Iowa Central. Just needs a long butt, and it gets it. Here we go. Power slam. Denied at the net by the 2 Tritons, the 14 and the 9. Araya Garrison and Emma Billheimer. And Tritons are up 2, 21-19. And would you have pictured this? Knowing the Tritons not having the lead up until the 20th score, that it's Southeastern taking the first time out of the contest. How about that playing out? We'll be right back to resume set number 1 right after this. I'm Hank Ambrose on Triton Nation.
We're We're CJ Bio. In 2012, we opened the only biomanufacturing plant in North America right here in Fort Dodge. Now employing over 200 people in the local area, we've had amazing success in lysine production as an environmentally friendly animal feed. And just as important as our business has been the warm welcome of the Fort Dodge community. We here at CJ Bio want to thank the people in the city of Fort Dodge for giving us the best of all things, a wonderful home. CJ Bio, amazing people, amazing community.
Iowa Central on Triton Nation. We're back to the coverage for tonight's conference opener in Hodges Fieldhouse, located in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Iowa Central campus. It's the Iowa Central Tritons taking on the Southeastern Community College Blackhawks. They just took their first lead of the contest and now have gone on a 3-score rally. 21-19. Make that 4 as they score again before I can get out of my intro. 22-19. Stuffed at the net again by Araya Garrison. It's been the clutch performer so far. And Medlock, who's been serving for the past 5. Here comes serve 6. On over. And it goes out. Great ball awareness from Naho Nojima to locate the ball right before it even lands. 22-20. Opportunity now for the Blackhawks. Lamisha Scherer. Scherer goes over. Volley up. And the square down off the outer hand of the 9, Brianna Hernandez. And that's going to hurt them. 23-20. Tritons lead and have the ball to serve. Olivia Benson from Walford, Iowa. Over. Volley up on the outer edge. Oh, that's going out. Right in front of the student section of the Iowa Central Tritons. 23-21. It's 23-21. Tritons still lead, but they've just given up the serve. 11 now. Gets it over. Here's the return. End up going short with the lob. Looks like a power hit. Somewhat is. Didn't get everything on it. Here's a lefty. Smashed down. No. Still in play. Return over. Volley back. That one too strong. Going to end up on the outer edge of the rectangle. 23-22, and now Coach Horn calls for a timeout. Well, Blackhawks going to get the serve right back, and we'll be right back as well to resume set number 1 of the conference opener of the 2023-2024 season.
CNOS is proud to be your orthopedic and sports medicine providers.
You can visit our clinic knowing you will receive the best orthopedic care in the area.
Located at Unity Point, we offer quality care to address any bone or joint problems.
We are committed to providing the best possible care to the communities we serve.
CNOS, proud sponsors of the Iowa Central Tritons.
Go Tritons!
Triton Nation, we're back to the coverage on the YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us for today's coverage. I'm Hank Ambrose. We're getting to the bitter end of set number 1. Score 23-22. 23-22. And the Tritons going to tie it up coming off of Coach Horn's timeout. Nice game plan there from Coach Horn. She let the Blackhawks work after the serve, sent it over, and she stayed right in the front court there. Didn't move any of the girls. Had actually 2 of the mids come forward on the outer edge to prepare for the ball. As you saw right there, the Tritons did, and now they'll get the serve back. Maya McLean gets it up. Need a dig, don't end up with it. And another score for the Blackhawks. 24. 24-23. And another timeout. Let's keep it right here this time. like to share with you what's coming up for the Iowa Central Tritons. So today, of course, they're taking on Southeastern Community College. Coming up September 1st through the 2nd, it's the Iowa Central Invite, which is one of the biggest invites of the year. And what better time for it to happen than at the very beginning of the season and really the first 2 days of the month of September. Involved in the Iowa Central Invite, Neosho, Central Columbus, Illinois Central, as well as Bismarck State. From there, the Iowa Central Tritons will return to action September 6th home versus Kirkwood. Out of the timeout, here we go, 24-23. As the serve's over, backed up, here we go for a light tap. And they say a reach over the net. Call for a reach over the net, so we're tied at 24 now. 24-24. They'll take 2 in a row to end up with a victory in set number 1 from either side. Oh, and that's just a mistimed hit. See there, maybe even a slip there from the 17, Olivia Benson. She backed away and the ball hit right, really on her wrist. Had no fist on the last one. It's 25-24. Intention to get the score, and it goes over. Great eye from the Tritons, back 3. 25 apiece. And Iowa Central and Triton Nation are letting the Blackhawks hear it from the last serve of Hernandez. 25 apiece. Back to serve for the Tritons is the 5, Alexis Herachita. Herachita, 3 feet from behind the line. Sets up. It's Penelope Johnson with a power strike. It's still up, still alive. What a save there. Madlock. And it gets away, it goes out of bounds. Both sides think they have it. And you know what? I do believe that is the right call. I didn't see any ricochet off the hand from the volleyball. And the Tritons love it. It's 26-25. Iowa Central keeps their lead as we're going to stay neck and neck. Let's keep it right here, continuing to talk about Iowa Central volleyball. Let's bring up some of these sophomores that return for the Iowa Central Tritons. Maya McLean being one of them. Mercedes Madlock, another. Alexis Herachita is a returner. Nono Kiakio is a returner. Emma Billheimer, a return player. Jaden Johnson, another sophomore that has returned. Leah Jolly in there. Marissa Kaufman, Cecilia Venenga, Leah Kramersmeyer, also a sophomore that returned. Now, not all are getting playing time. Matter of fact, some of those Tritons are actually currently injured, as you may see on the bench over there. And out of the timeout we go. It's 26-25 to serve and put it away, Alexis Herachita. Here we go. There go near end. Kill, and they put it right inside the top right corner of the Triton side. 26-26. 26-26. Here comes 17. Isabel Ritter. Ritter throws it up. Going central for a tap. Nice play for the dig. And it ends crashing straight into the net. 28-27. Excuse me, I'm ahead of myself. 27-26. 27-26. The Tritons put in another sub in and sub out. Coming in is Sturgis. And the serve will be for Nono Kiakio to put him away. Up. Nojima save. Keep the volley alive. Oh, that goes right behind the recent sub, Olivia Sturgis. Sturgis, I don't believe, was in the right placement to get it there. Really nice landing for the ball. Worked around all players. Now 27-27. Volley over. Set up. Love the fake there. Takes a lot of practice, and the Tritons keep the ball alive. They go into the front corner, and they end up with a kill from the setup. Emily Goodner gets the lead back for the Iowa Central Tritons. This could be checkmate here. Here comes Olivia Sturgis. Sturgis to serve. Sturgis takes 2 steps before firing. It's over and in play. Oh, just in the corner. You could see Nono put her hands on her face. She thought it was going out. Awfully close. 28-28. How long will we go? Guaranteed to go 30. 28-28. Here's Naho Nojima. Nojima serve. Over into the mid-3. Oh, off the ceiling. Had to have a good reaction time there. Did. Here comes a third hit. Stays in play. A volley. And now a block right at the net. How many times have we seen that in the first set from Araya Garrison? I've counted 3. 29-28. 29-28. Mercedes Madlock now will have a chance to serve. She's had an opportunity to get the ace at 25. Now at 29, she can make it 30. There's the final of set number 1. 30-28. It goes in favor of the Iowa Central Tritons. That's why you never back down, and that's why you never fall asleep from both ends. We'll switch sides, and the Tritons will resume after taking set number 1. Let's take a break. Hank Ambrose going to be back with you for the play-by-play coverage right after this. Triton Nation, back to the coverage for today of the conference opener of the 23-24 season. I'm Hank Ambrose with you for home conference play during the Tritons season here in Hodges Fieldhouse. I always suggest you come out to this wonderful facility. I know that the near end is currently being worked on, under construction. Can't wait to see the finish of that. Really impressed by what they've done with the practice football field. I see that they're installing the turf today. It's looking incredible. Well, let's get into the action. We just started set number 2. Set number 1 came to an end, 30-28 for the Iowa Central Tritons. And a nice volley to start here. Back and forth, back and forth. Some ping pong, and now a save. Setting up for the 10, and it goes right in the middle of the Triton square to reward point number 1 for the Blackhawks. McKenna Marlowe ends up getting the first kill of set 2. It's 1-0. 1-0. And to serve is Lamisha Scherer. Scherer got the final score of set number 1 for the Blackhawks. After they got to 28, there was no more. Nice. Through the fingertips that time of the number 4. Emily Goodner had a little bit of trough to get through. Ended up going out of bounds right in front of Coach Gabby. It's 2-0 now. Hit over. Backed up. On the far end, Tritons are too short that time. Emily Goodner. A sour taste in their mouth for starting set number 2, but very similar to how they started set number 1 as well. 3-0. Back to serve. And over and up. Nice save from Lily Simpson. She'll go to the near corner. And now the far corner. Simpson still keeps it alive. That ends up being smacked right to the chest of the 9, Brianna Hernandez. Hernandez has struggled with that from time to time tonight. It's 3-1. Tritons going to get their second serve, their first serve out of a score in the set. It's awarded to the 17, Olivia Benson. Benson goes over. Out of bounds territory, but they'll keep it in play. Here's the 8. Scherer sets it up for the 17, Ritter, who goes way too outside. Almost ends up going into the trash can, actually. The rollaway, 3-2. Olivia Benson. Here's her second serve of the set. Goes over. That'll land just on the outer edge, 4-2. McKenna Marlowe will step up. Marlowe joins the Southeastern program from Ohio. And they'll go on the far end for that smack. That time it's the 14, Araya Garrison. Garrison hasn't had a lot of touches so far in this series, but when she has dominated every single time. She may be 100% on touches for kills. It's 4-3 Southeastern, still with the lead. In contention of losing it, but no one there for the Tritons, and that is a soft spot so far for Iowa Central. They need someone to plug up the middle there. They've had a hard time getting somewhere there in time for their outer edge hit. 5-3. 5-3. That's too far. Making it 5-4. See who they give the serve. McLean has it now, and they'll sub in, actually, with Alexis Herachita. Herachita comes in as a righty, sends it to the left, back end. Penelope Johnson, she's been quiet for a while, and you see there she's stuffed at the net. And that'll tie it up 5-5. Herachita comes on over, setting up, far end, nothing, still in rally, volleys up, south little touch, it keeps it going. Penelope just uses her back fist, and no looker, back into the chest of Nojima. Wow, that sent her straight to the ground. She's back up. Excellent save from her. Staying, and you know what? That landed out of bounds, but is touched by, I couldn't tell if it was touched by 17 or the athlete who it landed in front of, the 8, Lamisha Scherer, but either way, it's a point for the Tritons. 6-5. It's 6-5. The Tritons are having fun down in the crowd. In the central bleachers are the rugby and football players. They stick out. They're all a bunch of big guys. And they're going to give the score there for Lily Simpson of Southeastern. 6-6. She had a nice dish. Didn't need her to jump in the air, nothing. Just get on her tippy toes and flip it over. 6-6. The far end, down low. Great power, led to a big hit, going out of bounds and into the fan zone of the Tritons. 7-6. Back to serve. Here's No-No. Chiacchio. 7-6. And a big boom. Look at that. Excellent. That is thunderous, man. Took off the top of the haircut of the net and fell right straight down. Penelope Johnson couldn't do anything but look at it fall from top to bottom. 8-6. No. Gets another serve that time. No net. And on the central part, a little floater up. No. Keeps it in play. Simpson. Coming over. And Sierra Rattenborg had to get out of the way. What a save from Emily Goodner. Another save coming in. Look at this volley. Tritons keeping it on the red side of the floor. Keep it going. Set up. We've volleyed 6. Here's 7. Keep it up. Just a toss over will do. There's 8. This is the longest we've seen so far in the series today. Nojima hits it on the far end. Way too away, and the Tritons add on to the score. 9-6, they lead 3. 9-6, they lead 3. And No returns as the server. By the way, her first serve, when she got that ace, make that another ace. What I was just about to mention is the first time she got an ace was just the second time of the series tonight for the Iowa Central Tritons that they've picked up one as a team, and right there was the third time. It's 10-6. Tritons have a 4-score lead, their largest of the night. They didn't have one as good as a 4-score lead in set number 1, and now they've gotten to that marker here. And if you remember, it was 3-0 to start in favor of Southeastern. Since then, Tritons have gone 10-3 in the last 13 kip-ups. Very impressive to stay in it. They did it in set number 1. They're doing it right now as Southeastern calls for a timeout. By the way, go out, support the Iowa Central football team. They're taking on Garden City this Saturday. I'll be on call for that on the YouTube channel if you can't make it there in person. It'll be a wonderful day for the Tritons and their home opener. They are 1-0 on the season, as they started their season with a victory over Independence Community College. And if you know anything about Coach Jason Brown of Last Chance U, you know that he was not happy about that win, as I saw in online interviews that the Tritons picked up. 10-6, Tritons lead coming out of the Southeastern timeout. And here we go, No stay with the serve. On over, front court. Okay, stays alive. Look at that dish. Keeping it up. Far end. Hit the. Did it stay? They call for it. Stayed. Ooh, that was awfully close. Awfully close. Tritons will take it and run with it. Now, 5-score lead. No sets up, takes a 3-step raise. Oh, nice split. No one was there. Great vision from Southeastern, and that's really the only thing they got going for them. In set number 2, their vision has been phenomenal. It was phenomenal in set 1 as well. Probably the majority of their scores came from just placement where no Tritons were around. Here we go. They go heavy on the strong side. Nice save from No. And it's Goodner who hits it back over. They're saying a score for Iowa Central, 12-7. 12-7. Here comes a sub. Sturgis comes out. And to serve for the Tritons, Natalie Hagedorn. Hagedorn was the first to get an ace, and and now she gets another ace. The only 2 Tritons that have an ace so far tonight, to my count, is between Hagedorn, who's the server right now, and No, both of them having 2. The score 13-7, adds another 14-7. Tritons up 7, and Southeastern going to call for another timeout. So earlier, if you're with us for the pre-match show, I was talking to you about where some of the girls were from. I mentioned 16 girls on the Triton side are from the state of Iowa, and just 4 over on the Blackhawk side are from Iowa. I mean, those 16 Iowa girls alone that the Tritons have could make up the full roster of Blackhawk volleyball. Because just that alone, Blackhawks actually do have an exact 16. It'd be a fun matchup to see maybe just strictly the Iowa girls go up against these volleyball girls of Blackhawk. Some of the girls that Blackhawk has recruited in, Ferry from Lancaster, Wisconsin, Catherine Guerno of Honduras, Nojima of Tokyo, Japan, just to name a few. And then we got a Madrid, Spain, Lucia Fernandez as well. Those are some of the longer or largest recruits that we see for Southeastern Community College. Back to the action. It's 14-8 now after a missed serve from Hagedorn. So we'll go back to the red. And here is Naho Nojima. Libero with just a 1.5 step, and it goes out of the square. 15-8 is the score. The Tritons have been killing it the past 15 scores apiece, 15 shares. Back to serve is Mercedes Madlock. Madlock gets it over the net. Back to red territory, setting up in the front court. And it goes off of the hands of, I couldn't tell if that was Madlock there or No. It looked similar. Both were similar jersey numbers in 3 and 8. It's hard to tell them apart in that last one. 15-9. 15-9. Serves it up and fair. Far end. Left-handed smack. And that, they're saying it was a double hit against Southeastern Community College in favor of the Iowa Central Tritons. It's 16-9. And I must say, the only lefty I've seen so far on either side has been Emma Billheimer. To look out for that if I see another. Off the ceiling. Had a long fall. Billheimer gets it over. Lots of power on this set here. And that one, too much power. Out of the box, makes it 16-10. Southeastern gets into double digits. 16-10 to serve is number 10, McKenna Marlowe. Marlowe over. No goes light. Lands inside the box, makes it 17-10. Tritons are cooking. Got some subs coming in. And you would think that this would definitely play in a factor at some point in the series tonight, knowing that the Tritons have a much larger number of athletes on their roster rather than the Southeastern side. 17-10. Up and over. Madlock sets up no. Denied right in front. Madlock will set up on the back end to Billheimer. Billheimer gets a kill. You can give an assist there to Madlock. 18-10. Tritons are 7 away from taking set number 2. 18-10. And okay, here we go. I didn't know what we were waiting there for. Now we're back. On over. Looking back, no look setup, and it ended up going off the net. Another score for the Tritons. 19-10. 19-10. Here comes McLean. McLean has to make Nojima lunge for it, and the lunge pays off into effect as it leads to a score for the Blackhawks. 19-11 now. The door isn't shut yet. No time limit. Blackhawks have enough to come back. Can they muster enough energy to? Oh, miscommunication. Tritons save it. Or should I say no saved it there. That was phenomenal. Another setup. McLean. McLean gave it over to Billheimer. Billheimer gets it sent straight back to her from Penelope Johnson. I see Johnson comes up holding one of her fingers. Looks like she's okay. She'll stay in. It's 19-11. Far-ended serve. Billheimer denied again. Nice save from McLean. McLean switches the field. As we look back over to Simpson. Simpson plays it to McLean. McLean goes to Sturgis. Sturgis, is it in? Waiting for, okay, there we go. It is in. Waiting on the record there. 2012. It is 2012. Constant subs coming in and out. And Herachita comes in to serve. Comes in Herachita to serve. Right in front of the line. Nojima keeps it high. Oh, great placement there from Simpson. Couldn't have done it there without Lamisha Scherer, who volleyed it up. It's now 20-13. Here comes Ritter now to serve. Ritter keeps it up, 17-17. Benson. Oh. Yeah, that I don't know about a double hit, but that certainly went past the 3, the maximum of 3, and even if it didn't touch the ground, that would have been called on the Blackhawks side. 20-14 now. Up. No. Madlock. And now a little underhanded return from Sturgis. Going to lead to the Blackhawks hitting it foul, or poor, if you will. 21-14. 21-14. 21-14. Kiako over, skims the net, stays in play. They return to McLean. McLean, here it goes to Goodner. Goodner places it in the corner, and that time no one quick enough. It was Marlowe who's the closest one to try to contend for the action, but she didn't even make an attempt. She knew she wasn't quick enough to get there. It's 22-14. The 8, Kiako. Wow, really nice look there. Penelope Johnson smacks it down. Oh. Too strong with Sturgis. Sturgis let out all the frustration there. 22-15. Simpson will serve. Simpson kips it up. Yeah. And what they'll call there is a hold. Caught the ball a little bit. Madlock. It's enough of a look for Southeastern to have it. Back over. Go far end and denied by Penelope Johnson. She's hyped up. And the Tritons call for time. It's 22-17. And now that we've spent some time this set talking about where some of the Blackhawks originated from, let's see where some of the Iowa Central Tritons have originated from. Just give me a little bit of time. By the way, another stat I would love to bring up. Just 4 solo blocks of the Iowa Central Tritons heading into the series tonight. Doesn't seem like a big number. Maybe I'm just used to having so many dominant Tritons do the solo work themselves. And they just don't have that this season, and that's okay. It's not a huge statistic, but one that sticks out when you see just 4 so far in the season, knowing we're at match number 7, series number 7 on the year. It looks like we're already all ready to return, so I'll give you the areas after a while. Simpson begins to serve. Near side. Ooh, off the shoulder. Here's a third. And they return back right away. Quick release. Oh my gosh. Pulled the trigger. Up. Back. And there goes the one. There you go. McLean. And they're saying went over. They're saying the 4, Goodner, went over on the last. Touch. Coach Horn comes out to talk to McLean and Goodner, as well as Sturgis on the last showing there. And hang on, looks like got to fix the net for a second. Or maybe rather readjust the set. 22-18. Simpson remains as the primary serve. Madlock goes out to Goodner. Goodner, gets away. Nice communication there. So I'll tell you this, despite Tritons not being awarded the point there, I love the communication there. The ball was coming in hot on the very first return, and it was headed right to the back of Madlock, and they told Mercedes Madlock to get away, and she listened and she backed away. If she would have kept walking, it looked like it would have ended up right in her back. And wow, what a rally Southeastern Community College has gone on. So now we go to 22-20. Simpson still serving. This feels like she's been serving since they were at the 10 mark. 22-20. Up from the central. Nice dish. Here we go. Neutral side. Now to near. Back to neutral. And there is a score awarded to Herachita. 23-20. Herachita gets on the board to stop the fire on the Blackhawk side. Here goes Hagedorn now. Hagedorn up. Oh, and another ace. That's ace number 3 for Hagedorn. 24-20. And a serve away from checkmate. 24-20. Hagedorn keeps it line drive this time. Johnson goes far out. They're saying off of one of the front 3. I believe it was off Garrison that time. 24-21. 24-21. Nojima gets the serve. Now watch the... Oh, this time she switches it up. In the past, we've seen Nojima get a really high leap as she serves. That time, keeps her feet planted. Uh-oh, save, and not quick enough. Love the attempt from Madlock to keep it in play. Not there in time. 24-22. And now Iowa Central burns a timeout. They need to talk about it. I like them calling it here. Don't want to have the Red go on another run and possibly take the lead and then be a score away from taking set number 2. 24-22. I finally found, as I was digging, where some of the Tritons hail from. Like I said, 16 from Iowa. Got a South Dakota native, which is Rachel Zenter. One from Kansas, that's Emma Billheimer, our lefty on the team. Nono Kiako, I have her from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Got Cameron Stevens of Arkansas, Anchorage, Arkansas, and Leah Jolly of Springfield, Ohio. And finally, Matea Cunningham out of Tolono, Illinois. Those are some of the farthest distances. Oh, and I skipped right over this. Danny Anella comes from Hawaii. Those right there are from some of the farthest places that the Tritons have traveled to join them for the 23-24 season. 24-22, we return. Just joined us, I'm Hank Ambrose with you for the conference opener to the season. It opens up in Hodges Fieldhouse, located in Fort Dodge, Iowa, on Iowa Central's campus. Nojima goes over. Madlock sets up. Wow, that was a heavy hit. And score awarded to the Blackhawks, 10s. McKenna Marlowe makes it 24-23. Nojima returns to serve. Returns serving, 24-23. Got a T formation showing for the Blackhawks. See where they spread and put their troops. Just neutral, nothing too special. Here we go. Lilly. Back over to McLean. McLean sends it to the forward. Goodner. Now to the near edge. Oh, nice save from McLean. McLean back over to Goodner. There's Madlock. All the Tritons are touching it this possession. Oh, wow. What a save there from 10. Marlowe. Marlowe sends it back over. 14 gets the hump. Garrison. And now on the outer edge. 25-23. Tritons take set number 2 on an error shown from the red. Wow, that was awfully close. And it came with an error. 25-23. Tritons take set number 2. They're up 2-0 and on the verge of getting win number 6 on the season, along with the 6th sweep of the season. We'll take a break and be right back to start set number 3 right after this on Triton Nation.
We're CJ Bio. In 2012, we opened the only biomanufacturing plant in North America right here in Fort Dodge. Now employing over 200 people in the local area, we've had amazing success in lysine production as an environmentally friendly animal feed. And just as important as our business has been the warm welcome of the Fort Dodge community. We here at CJ Bio want to thank the people in the city of Fort Dodge for giving us the best of all things, a wonderful home. CJ Bio, amazing people, amazing community.
CNOS is proud to be your orthopedic and sports medicine providers.
You can visit our clinic knowing you will receive the best orthopedic care in the area.
Located at Unity Point, we offer quality care to address any bone or joint problems.
We are committed to providing the best possible care to the communities we serve.
CNOS, proud sponsors of the Iowa Central Tritons.
Go Tritons!
Triton Nation, back to the action. Hodges Fieldhouse, Fort Dodge, Iowa. I'm Hank Ambrose with you on call. Part of Triton Nation's stream for tonight. I'd like to thank Rusty for having me out and doing the coverage for the Iowa Central Tritons tonight. It's the conference opener on Dennis Pilcher Court. Tritons next are going to host the Iowa Central Invite from September 1st through the 2nd. Neosho, Central Columbus, Illinois Central, and Bismarck State. A lot of the top dogs of the NJCAA Division II coming to the tournament this weekend. I suggest you going out seeing some very high competitive volleyball, especially if you have a high school or a middle school serious about volleyball. It's a great way to see how some of the best do it in the state. You can see there on your screen right now, Iowa Central got set number 1, 30-28, after not having the lead at all until score number 20. And then after losing 3 scores in a row and not getting their first score until 8, they took set number 2, 25-23, and that final score came off of an error. It's 25-23. We're about to start set number 3. Tritons looking for their 6th win on the season and their 6th sweep of the season. You must be like, oh my goodness, all of their wins have been sweeps. Yes, that's right. It's a very serious team this year, very talented team this year. Lucky to have very talented coaches in Coach Gabby and Coach Horn. And you must wonder who that one loss came from, and that is Madison College, who sweep the Tritons there. Starting set number 3, we'll begin with the Tritons, Mercedes Madlock. Getting with Mercedes Madlock. Serve over. Here comes Hernandez, who checks back into the match. Feels like it's been a little while since we've seen Hernandez back on the floor. She's had a few costly errors that have gone against her squadron. But she picks up the first score of set number 3, 1-0. And that officially makes every set we've played today start off in favor of the Blackhawks. It's 2-0 now. And I'll tell you why this is a little more threatening than the opening score of the first set or the opening score of the second set, and that's because it was the Blackhawks who had the momentum in the closing stages of set number 2, even though they ended set number 2 on an error, right? It was the Blackhawks who had the overwhelming amount of momentum. They stop it there, making it 2-1. 2-1 in favor of Southeastern. Here comes the serve from the 17. Olivia Benson. Benson goes over. Goes up central. Far end, the lefty Billheimer. Ends up splashing over to Ritter. Ritter keeps it high from not Ferry, but McLean, and an error. Well, I don't know, how much can you call that an error? I'd rather call that a kill. I don't think Marlowe could have done anything with it. Got a heat sinker straight to her chest. Ended up on the ground with the volleyball, and now a score for the Tritons, tying it up at 2 apiece. We're in set number 3. The Tritons looked for their first lead. Wow, heavy. That was awesome. 3-2. Every single time it goes in the hands of Araya Garrison, I say, wow, I tend to believe. And right there, another example, 3-2. Not very times Garrison has gone one-on-one tonight, if any, where she has lost the battle and hasn't came away with a score. It's 3-2, sets up on the far end. Billheimer bombs down. Uh-oh, got a hit, one last try, gets it over, no. And now off the elbow, I believe it went off the elbow of no. It might have touched McLean before it went to the wood. Regardless, it is a point awarded to Southeastern. Makes it 3-3. And just like we saw in set 1 and set 2, it looks like this one is just going to be as even. 4-3. And a score following an error from the serve. To serve for the Tritons, Maya McLean. Starting libero tonight. Goes over. Far end. Goes down, wow. And you hear the thud on that last hit. And I'm not talking about from Simpson. Of course, she sent it with a lot of power and a lot of speed. But right off the fist of Benson, a really heavy thud on how hard she had that last smack. It's 4-4. Southeastern with an opportunity for the lead from their serve. And subbed in for the first time tonight is Hannah Ferry. Ferry, not a good look, not good enough awareness to stay in. She'll be subbed right back out. 5-4. Tritons take the lead back. Here comes Alexis Herachita. Not a start tonight, but is one of the designated servers for the Tritons. Oh my gosh, that was that was awesome. Such a large block there from Sturgis that even No fell over. Makes it 6-4. 6-4. Goes to the back end. Off the brick. It's 7-4 now. Tritons got the power on their side. 7-4. Despite it being in favor of the Tritons to come away with the sweep, this contest has been a lot closer than I believe many would think. It is conference play, so those matches are always much different than just a regular Joe on the road or someone you don't usually pair up against as Southeastern Community College takes a timeout. We're going to keep it right here on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. So it's going to be 7-4. Tritons will serve coming out of the timeout. It'll be interesting to see how the Tritons fare when they host the weekend tournament. Usually a lot of success from the weekend tournament. I recall them winning for the last 3 seasons I've got to be a part of. And make sure you check that out in person. Come here to Hodges Fieldhouse from September 1st through September 2nd, a 2-day invitational tournament. And after the timeout, we go back to the action. Herachita will serve. Herachita's serve is over. Go down and that time Madlock goes outside and ends up in the bleachers. Makes it 7-5 now. To serve is Isabel Ritter. And they're going to spot the floor there, wipe up from the slip. 7-5. We return. And now it'll go to the 17, Ritter. Ritter. And her hit is up. Oh, man. Off the wrist. Looked like another Triton about slipped there. She's okay. Stays on her feet. Nice volley. Just keep it up. A return over. That's going to land. Wow. Just a little textbook, nothing fancy, textbook placement there, though, from the Tritons. That time it was Sturgis who got the point awarded for Iowa Central. Not a flick of the wrist, not a spin, nothing wild. Just put it where no other Blackhawk was. 8-5, and that's an error. That'll go 8-6. Make it 8-6. Goes Lily Simpson to serve now. You know, Lily, an excellent server, but what's tough is she is one of the tallest on the floor for Southeastern, and she's naturally one of the front 3 there. And when you have someone as tall and a front 3 designated player go out to serve, then you have to continuously swap during play. And I think that can cause for a lot of struggles, but if that's something your team can pick up on and do, then kudos to you. It just takes an extra step or two, though, to get into that place. And Nojima gets played by the Tritons. Judges the ball poorly, and Tritons score again. It's 9-6. Now we got to wipe up the floor again. Starting to have a lot of that sliding around out here. 9-6. Here's a serve from the gal who led in aces in set 1 and set 2. Natalie Hagedorn. And they award to the Tritons. I wasn't for sure about that. Had to bite my tongue before I announced anything. But they say it does touch a Blackhawk as it travels out of bounds. It's 10-6 now. Tritons are first to get to double digits. Rainbow over. Lollipop up. Here we go to the near corner. And that's going to land over near the Blackhawks bench. 10-7 out of bounds. Nojima will go to serve. (10-7). Here we go. Goes up. Heads down. Madlock goes to Goodner. Set her up for the assist, and Goodner rewards her with an assist. She gets a kill to her own tally sheet. 11-7. Herachita is subbed out now, coming onto the floor. Emma Billheimer, who I still believe is the only primary lefty on the team from what I've seen. On the last serve there, Madlock gave the serve, and I noticed she checked her palm right afterwards. I don't know what got her there. Just didn't have the wrist locked up, maybe. 11-8. That's my best guess. 11-8. We'll go with Lamisha now. Oh, there might be maybe a blood time. Let's see what we have. A trainer of some sort. Looks like maybe a trainer come out. Well, actually, now I don't believe it's a blood time. Originally thought it was a blood time. Now I don't know what is going on. Our coach, talking with Coach Horn over it. They're laughing about it. I don't know, but if I see it, I'll let you know right away. All right. Well, we'll resume here. 11-8. McLean, outer edge. Nojima, the half distance. Oh, wow. Great save, but doesn't get the job done. It was Goodner with the last touch. 11-9 now is the score. They return with Lamisha Scher for the serve. 11-9. Here's Madlock. She'll set up to the near end. Oh, wow. Look at the switch. You know, of course, the first thing that sticks out is, wow, look at that kill from Araya right in the middle of the floor there. But one thing that I'm also very impressed with was the switch. If you noticed it, Billheimer started on the near side of the floor. She got a hit, a one-smack return from the Blackhawks, and she was sprinting over to the other end. And before, or really at the same time as she got to the other end, that was right when Garrison ended up getting that kill. 12-9. Volley up, setting up. Oh, in front of three Tritons there. Just out of the area. 12-10. Said it once, I'll say it again. It's really where Southeastern has placed the volleyball tonight, which has led to the most of their success. Now, it hasn't been enough tonight. They are down 2 sets. Plenty of time to play. There you go. What a dig from McLean. And now, oh my gosh, Garrison with both hands comes up. With both hands, she sent it down. 13-10. She'll be subbed out for a breather. Headed to the floor is the twos. Olivia Sturgis. Maya McLean will serve. 13-10. 13-10. We go over. The far end. Placement again. Not much to report on, but placement. And I feel like a few times the Tritons have actually tried to sag off a little bit in the open area, and they have anticipated, just like that one, where the open area was to break the game plan of Southeastern, but it hasn't worked in spots. 13-11. 13-11. Serve over from Hannah Ferry. Ferry's serve goes over the box. 14-11. Ferry's had a rough outing tonight. She's had 2 serves. And she also had a ball land outside of her, giving up a score, 14-11. Backed up to Ritter. Tritons get ready for the score. Oh! Used her foot. And No must have saw something before everyone else did, besides the judge, and just kicked it there. That's really just forfeiting the score. 14-12. 14-12. Go up in Central. From the outer edge, high, in the midcourt. Return, a little awkward stance, but still got it done. Oh, look at this volley. Here comes the 4th return now. Oh my gosh, a backhanded effort is going to get score 15 for Iowa Central. 15-12. 15-12. And Kiakio will go. Tritons are within 10 for the sweep. Return, set up. Oh, wow. Penelope Johnson got me on the fake. She was running forward like she was getting ready for a kill. Great job of selling from Lamisha Scher, who just flipped the wrists and put it over the net. 15-13. 15-13. And now a dish from the Triton side. That time it didn't work out. Oh, keep it up. Got an attempt to go over. Herachita gets it underhanded and not denied. That one ended up on the Triton side of the net, bounced under the net and went back to the Blackhawk bench. 15-14. 15-14. We raise. Herachita. It's behind the box. They go up. Here we go. Dish. Oh, trip on the floor, and the Tritons run into each other. They shake it off. Tritons are starting to collide into each other, and there goes Goodner now to wipe the floor down. It's 15-15. It wasn't long ago, it was 10-7. We go on a 8-5 run we've seen for the Blackhawks. 15-15, Coach Warren calls a timeout. Let's take it with her. We'll be right back on Triton Nation.
We're CJ Bio. In 2012, we opened the only biomanufacturing plant in North America right here in Fort Dodge. Now employing over 200 people in the local area, we've had amazing success in lysine production as an environmentally friendly animal feed. And just as important as our business has been the warm welcome of the Fort Dodge community. We here at CJ Bio want to thank the people in the city of Fort Dodge for giving us the best of all things, a wonderful home. CJ Bio, amazing people, amazing community.
CNOS is proud to be your orthopedic and sports medicine providers.
You can visit our clinic knowing you will receive the best orthopedic care in the area.
Located at Unity Point, we offer quality care to address any bone or joint problems.
We are committed to providing the best possible care to the communities we serve.
CNOS, proud sponsors of the Iowa Central Tritons.
Go Tritons!
Triton Nation returning to the coverage and returning to play. It's 15-15. And Blackhawks get the score out of the Triton timeout. And Coach Horn steps up. Looks like she was going to talk to her girls for a second, but no. 16-15. Blackhawks haven't had the lead since they put 2 on the board. Since it was 2-0. 16-15. Wow. That might be the most precise hit I've seen of set number 3. Excellent job from Nono and Madlock, setting each other up. And Goodner for the finish. Serve goes to Hagedorn. Oh, man, that goes out. Let's see the call. It is out. 17-16. Now the Tritons take the lead. 17-16. Just outside the box. Hits the net. Falls on the Triton side, making it 17 apiece. Here comes Nojima now. Nojima taking her time with her setup. See what type of serve she has. She'll stay on the ground, unlike what we saw in the first and second set. Oh, off the netting. The netting on the ceiling, which is just another volleyball net. And a Blackhawk score. Had to take a look at the line judge to see who got it. They check down to Southeastern. 18-17. Nojima continues. (18-17). Nojima's hit. Here's the setup. Dish, no. See, it got me off guard, and it got the Blackhawks off guard too. That ties it back up. 18-18. Serving now, Mercedes Madlock. Madlock up. Goes to the midcourt, returns to the front. Opposite direction of where you want to go. And just a little lolly to go back. Return with a kill attempt. Oh, man, keeps it up. And that would have, that is hit number 4. So a score for the Red. 19-18. 19-18. Serving for the Blackhawks is Lamisha Scherer. Over the net. Setting up from the near edge. There you go. Tritons go back up to 19 apiece. More subs take the floor. To hit this time is 17. Olivia Benson. Benson serves, lands to Marlowe. Oh, man, good thing Benson was there. That went over the hands of McLean. And a score. 2019. Both teams reacted. It looked like both teams thought they got a score. But no, it was Iowa Central. 2019. They'll take another timeout. Let's keep it right here. If you missed it, once again, make sure to check out the football game as well. This upcoming Saturday, it's the home opener for the Iowa Central football team. And make sure you are paying attention to Justin Silverstein, the starting quarterback this year. What a story he has, from a D1 baseball player to moving to Iowa Central, walking on, being the practice squad scout team quarterback, getting some playing time due to injury last year from Zach Marker after battling against a total of 4 quarterbacks. 5 total quarterbacks played, but he battled against 4 other quarterbacks last year on the Triton depth chart. Didn't win the starting job, but we saw him in a bunch of different rotational plays, and now he'll get the starting job this year as he did in Week 1. Week 2 is this Saturday. Back to the action. Hodges Fieldhouse, it's 2019. Tritons lead at the net. The ball stays on the Triton side, 20-20, and those are the ones that Coach is going to get on you about. Really nice setup, great teamwork, good communication. You rose up right when you needed to, but you just couldn't finish with the ball on the other side of the floor. 20-20. We go up with No-No. Madlock goes back to No-No. Those two are on a string tonight. Oh, doesn't hit off of a Blackhawk. Totally thought it did, but no. It's 21-20. Blackhawks keep their lead. Stand with the serve is Marlowe. Benson keeps it up. Oh, man, Garrison denied. I saw there Madlock, like a little strain in her leg. She's okay. 21-21. Had an awkward landing. She's good now. 21-21. Back to serve is Maya McLean. McLean starts on her left side, the near side of the floor for the Tritons. Here we go. Goes up. And last touched by the pair of Emma Billheimer and Olivia Sturgis. Lands out of bounds. It's 21-21. The serve coming in now from Hannah Ferry. Ferry on the outer edge for the Tritons. Ferry with a nice save that time. She'll get on the score box for the first time there. No sends it over to excuse me, Ferry now back. Benson goes out to the lefty. That lands, goes for the Tritons, and we got a score update. It's 22 apiece. 22 apiece, 22-22. Both sides within 3. Tritons for a sweep, and Blackhawks trying to get their first set win. Alexis Herachita moves back onto the floor. Back to the inner corner. Setting up. Wow, denied. The Tritons are loving it. It was all Mercedes Madlock that time. The chest bump from all around. From the other 6 on the floor. It's 23-22. In the closing stages of this one, the Tritons hope they are at least. We did have set number 1 go 30-28. There's the serve, and it's off. It's off from Benson. So now 23-23. (23-23). 2 in a row from either side could get the set done with. And a score for the Tritons. They're 1 away from closing tonight with their first conference win of the season. It's 24-23. That also makes Southeastern Community College a set away from falling to 5 losses in a row. Tritons are on their feet, loud, proud, cheering on our girls. 24-23. Here we go up to the midcourt. Penelope Johnson with a soft-handed serve. Back to the 4. Keep it up. They return to Lily. Lily still with a save. What's the call? And a double hit will close the night. 2 sets ended on errors against Southeastern Community College. 25-23, the final in set number 3. As it was in set number 2 as well. And Tritons, in their first conference match of the season, take their first conference win of the season as well in Hodges Fieldhouse. 3-0 sweep. They improved to 6-1 on the season. And let's see how that helps them out heading into the weekend. Triton Invite. That'll close up the broadcast for tonight. Thanks to all for tuning in, and thank you to CJ Bio of America as well as CNOS for sponsoring the broadcast. That'll be it for us tonight. Till next time, I'm Hank Ambrose. We'll see you later, Triton Nation.